What's up everyone, this is Killer VZ2, and today I'm going to be showing you all 27 of the individual guns in Resident Evil Revelations 2 Raid Mode. Now, all the guns I have aren't the same level, so you're just going to kind of have to believe me on what I say their stats are, because the guns in this game, stats change based on the level. Another thing to keep in mind is some guns, and I'll go over them, will have special rarer versions of them with a different name, which is actually why you'll see I only have 23 guns instead of the full 27. I didn't buy any of the extra storage upgrades on the marketplace, so I didn't feel like having both versions of the gun. I just kept the one that was better at the time. So whenever I come to a gun like that, I'll discuss it, go over it. So let's get started here. We have the MPM. Stats to really be familiar with are the firing rate. It has the highest firing rate, and it's the earliest pistol, I believe, to get the full 6 attachment slots. So that's what you should keep in mind there. The P10, now this has a rarer, better version. It's called the Coffin Nail, and it has slightly better stats. All the rare guns have slightly better stats in pretty much every category. Not always, not guaranteed, depending on level and stuff. But there are 2 versions of this gun. This is the one I have on me right now. Kind of a middle-of-the-road gun. Here we have the Samurai Edge. Really, it has the highest firepower, it has the slowest firing rate, and it has the lowest capacity. Next, we have the Triple Shot. It has relatively high power, relatively slow fire rate. It has the highest capacity. However, it's a 3-round burst gun, so that definitely increases the fire rate. The fire rate is for bursts, and also it means every time you pull the trigger, you're getting 3 bullets, which are doing, 2070. Next, we have the M147S, which has the lowest capacity but the highest firing rate. Then we have the TAP 94, pretty medium of the road gun. However, I believe it does have the highest capacity. Then we have the Hydra, again another pretty middle of the road gun overall. And then we have the Drake. It has the highest firepower and the slowest fire rate. Next we have the Firebolt, which is the rare version of the MPAF. Like I was mentioning before, they do have rare versions. This is one of them. And this gun has the highest firepower of the SMGs. Then we have the Chicago Typewriter, which has the fastest fire rate and the largest capacity of the SMGs. Then we have the MP AB50G. This is the rarer version of the MP AB50. It has relatively, medium range stats really for the SMGs. Next up we have the assault rifles, and this one's pretty modded out because I like to use it a lot, but we're just going to go off its base stats here. It's the middle of the road assault rifle, seeing as how there are 3 of them. Here we have the NSR 47, which has the fastest fire rate and the largest capacity of the assault rifles. Then we have the AR High Roller, which is not actually a rare, it is a rare gun, but it's not the rare version of the AK-7, because the rare versions of the guns have at least the same in every stat, if not higher. This gun actually is a very different gun from the AK-7. It has the highest firepower, but it has the lowest capacity and the lowest fire rate. And seeing as how all the other rare versions have no stats that are lower, I'm going to say this is its own separate gun. They just thought a bronzish colored, AK looked cool, I guess. Here we have the sniper rifles. We'll start with the M1891-30, which is tied for the slowest fire rate with the Muramasa, and also tied for the highest capacity with the SVD. Here we have the SVD, which has the lowest firepower, but the fastest firing rate, and also tied for the highest capacity. Here we have the Anti-Materiel Rifle. Now this is an odd gun. It has by far the highest firepower of the sniper rifles. It has a relatively high fire rate as far as the sniper rifles go. But the capacity, not only on the gun is the capacity low, It's not the lowest. The Muramasa holds less, except this gun cannot be reloaded. So whatever you bring in with capacity with this gun, you don't get to reload it. You don't find more picking up throughout the game. You get those 6 shots on this one. There are ones that are higher, there are ones that are lower, but you get that and nothing else. And here we have the Muramasa. It has, other than the Anti-Materiel Rifle, the highest firepower. It's tied for the slowest rate of fire, and also, normally I would say this is the lowest capacity. It only holds 4, except for the fact that the Anti-Materiel Rifle gets 6 in total. This gun can be reloaded just like the sniper rifle, and it has a weird kind of random effect. They can like make a tiny little tornado. Just a weird rare rifle. Now we're into the Magnums, and the Model 329 is relatively average everything. It is a little higher fire rate, a little higher capacity than your average Magnum, but still middle ground. Then we have the 2005 M. This gun has the highest firing rate, has the highest capacity, and the lowest firepower. Here we have the Serpent. This is the rarer version of the Magnum Python. It has one of the higher firepowers. It has a little bit lower end fire rate and middle of the road capacity. Here we have the Magnum Anaconda, and it's attached up pretty good, but we're going to try to ignore that. It has, again, higher end firepower, lower end firing rate, and lower end capacity. And last, not just for the Magnums, but all the guns all around, we have the Pale Rider. This is the most damaging Magnum. It is the slowest firing Magnum and has the lowest capacity of the Magnum. So this is really just a couple shot powerhouse of a gun, and it's weird looking, and your character looks funny when he holds it. But that's about it for all the guns. Like I said, there's 27 in all, 23 shown here, except for the Coffin Nail, the MPAF, the MP50 regular, and the Magnum Python. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, check out my other stuff, and I will hopefully see you later.